My interests are motor racing and ladies' boobies.
Hello, guten Tag, and welcome to a brand new episode of Formula Brav. My name is Paul.
Hi, my name's Pete.
Allow me to be Hans Christian Alan Partridgeson.
The Frankenchild.
That voice you're hearing is, of course, our good friend Andy. Thank you for joining us, Andy. It's always good to have you on the show.
Hello, Paul. Hello, Pete. And hello, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello. So this week we are here at the Nürburgring Formula 1 circuit. Our first time here is as part of the Formula Brav, and we're doing another of our hot lap challenges. And the way this works is that Pete will get out on track, he'll put in some hot times, and then I'll have to follow him and try and beat those times. It's as simple as that. It's as easy as peas. So with those introductions out of the way, let's get on track and crack on. So here we are with Pete out on track in a beautiful sunny day here. He's done his warm-up laps and he's about to start his first of 6 timed laps. So good luck, Pete.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir.
Dankeschön.
Now, noodle down and concentrate, please.
Around the
This is a
hairpin.
nasty start to a lap, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah, around the... This is the
Still
Mercedes
works,
Arena, they call it, the infield section.
Yeah.
Very technical, that part. I think Pete's looking at a sort of 140, 141 maybe. Between 39 and 41. Looking good.
There's once you get around this hairpin here, there's a nice little stretch, isn't there, all the way up?
Yeah. Around the Schumacher chicane. And this is the Warsteiner curve. Here we go. Important because it's the start of a very long flat out section.
Absolutely.
Hitting your braking point's critical.
Nice little chicane. Come back with
Nicely
himself.
done. Keep it tight, keep it tight. Very good.
Lovely.
see on.
That's a good lap, actually, for a first one.
41.5, that's pretty good. Okay.
Well done, Peter. Good, solid
Thank
start.
you.
So how many laps were we having for this one?
6 laps for Pete.
6 laps.
6 laps, yeah. It's a fairly long lap time.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's been going on in the world of Formula Brav this week then, Paul?
Oh, loads of things have been happening in Formula Brav. Well, of course,
Oh.
you know,
Oh.
let's talk about, very quickly, let's talk about the end of the Formula 1 season. I don't know how I'm going to survive without a race on Sunday. Mind you, the break's not that long, is it? It's what, 3 months, is it? 100
effectively,
something days.
The new one, new season starts in March, doesn't it, in Melbourne?
Right.
They've got some winter testing in between.
Yeah.
But the Mercedes, you know, the new engine, the new package for Bottas was looking really good this weekend. But hats off to Lewis, you know, start to finish.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It was pretty dominant, wasn't it? Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. and the Ferrari apparently immune from the stewards yet again.
Yet again. Yes. And he's up 0.149 on his sector there.
Yeah, looking good.
So we should remind everybody while we're here that we do have an email address. If people would like to write in with their questions or comments, they can do so by writing to formulabrav@yahoo.com. That's formulabrav, one word, @yahoo.com. Or join us. Oh, very good time there.
Nice.
0.35.
Is he 1 point?
Oh, sorry, 0.351. Or you can join us on Facebook if you use Facebook. You can search us Formula Brav on Facebook or follow the link below.
You should join us. Join us.
Join us on Facebook. Absolutely.
A lot of fun.
And whilst on the subject of emails, I do have an email here from Gary Smythe in Doncaster. He writes, Dear Formula Brav, loving the channel. Keep up the good work. I want to learn a musical instrument. I'm thinking of taking up bass guitar. What do you think? Good question, Gary. Very good question. As it happens, we do have a bass player amongst us, Pete.
Well, I'd say ex bass player. I'll be frank. But yeah, I've done a bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a known joke in muso circles that somehow, a bass player is essentially a failed guitarist. But there's plenty.
I wouldn't have
There's
that.
plenty of evidence to suggest that the opposite is in fact true. So
Right.
yeah, don't let them put you down. You go for it, Gary. Listen to Motown, James Jamerson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aston Family Man Barrett out of the Wailers. Paul McCartney. I mean, you got to give McCartney props.
Yeah.
Anyone who can sing harmonies like Paperback Writer and play bass like that, you got to.
You got an opinion on this, Andy?
No.
I would say, Gary, listen, I'd say, oh, look, Pete's
Gone hard,
Pete's
pushing it.
Yeah, pushing it. It's talking and driving, that's what it is. I would say to Gary, speak to some bass players, actually speak to them firsthand and get their opinion before you decide what instrument you want to take up. I mean, you'll often find them hanging around musicians. They're not that difficult to find. So yeah, have a chat, find out. Actually, I had a good friend, Mike, who he was a harmonica player. Gob-Iron Mike, they used to introduce him as, and
Gob-Iron Mike.
he told me this story about the bass player. It's a very sad story. He came to a very tragic end, Mike. But he told me the story about his bass player in his band, and he managed to nearly double the top speed of his car simply by removing the Pizza Express sign off the roof. So that'll tell you all you need to know. But Mike, that was a very sad story, Mike. Very, very tragic.
Well, I was actually going to say to you, there was that old gag. What's the difference between a bass player and a pizza?
Yeah, go on.
A pizza can feed a family of 4.
Yeah. So
you go for it, Gaz. You go for it, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends whether you want to, eat or not.
Exactly. Well, you're never going to get into the music. If you get into music to make money, you're in it for the wrong reasons. Because hardly anybody ever makes money out of music. Let's be realistic. So.
But my friend.
If I was starving, I wouldn't say I need to get a gig as a bass player. That would not be my first, go to. How am I going to get some cash?
Yeah. Yeah. My friend Mike, he used to play in a country and western band called the Panhandlers, and they would play in the pubs and clubs in and around the Burnham on Crouch area. But like I said, he had a very very tragic end.
What happened, Paul?
Well, I mean the official report said that he'd beaten himself to death with his own shoes. This is the life of a musician.
So, last flying lap then.
Yes, this is it, Pete. You've got it all to do.
141.351.
41.351. Are you struggling, Pete?
Nice and sensitive.
I'm pushing.
We should let the viewers know that it is a little bit cold where Pete is, and he's actually had to wrap his legs in a duvet, so that may hinder his
impede my foot movement.
He's gone full old man.
I was praying that they wouldn't in fact lip over the top of the pedals, causing me some sort of geriatric accident.
Yeah.
But,
A duvet incident. Oh, purple.
It's purple on that sector.
Good. It's good.
Oh, half a second up.
Wow.
He's in the 140s if he can keep it together. Can he keep it together?
Oh. Yes. Leg breaking here. Just cut it.
Oh, cut it!
Oh,
Cut it!
cut it. Oh.
Terrible.
Has he got away with it?
Yeah, I didn't put the track limit penalty on.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Oh, it counts.
40.2. Well.
Using all of the track.
Yeah, literally.
And some of it I'm not supposed to use as well. But there we are.
What a great lap, Pete.
Very well done. I have my work cut out. All right, so let's get in the car and see what I can do. So a 40.287 to beat. I'm going to do 3 laps on the soft tyres and see if I can top that. Here we go.
Good luck, son.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
After that tricky start.
Yeah, this is not an easy track to drive.
It's not.
No,
it's
always worried about putting too much power down through that early part.
Yeah, it's just the curves are unrelenting.
Oh, they are. Not much.
They seem to be never ending.
It's like the never-ending in curve
No, nothing
form.
like that.
In curve form,
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
obviously.
Oh, look, purple sector, 0.148 up.
Oh my word.
So Andy, do you have anything from the Facebook mailbox that you can?
Let me have a look and a rummage and see if I can find the appropriate shriek. Oh yes, we do have something. And
Read it out.
Let me see. This is from Robert Gates in Dumfries, and he says, "Dear Formula Brav,
Dumfries.
big fan of the show. It's replaced the Archers as my weekly favourite, so that's good news. Thank you for that, Robert. I wondered if I could have some advice. Well, that's always a dangerous start.
Yeah.
I'm due to retire shortly, and I'm not sure how to occupy myself. Do you have any ideas or suggestions? My interests are motor racing and ladies' boobies. So, Pete, I don't know if you want to jump in there. Is there anything,
whose
for
interests
example,
aren't
that you can...
motor racing and ladies' boobies?
I have to just, imagine myself to be in so fortunate a position that I could think about boobies all day and not much else. How would I? Well, it's difficult, Maybe some of it's X-rated as well, so I probably shouldn't say. But if he likes motor racing, then I would say the obvious choice would be perhaps GT Sport.
GT Sport, there you go.
Sport,
it's a great game. It's a great game.
But how would that fulfil his kind of booby requirement?
Oh, see that? Yeah, that's a different kettle of fish altogether.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
You have to go to different places for the booby requirement. Yeah.
Okay.
You're delving into a seedy, dark, dingy world. No, you're not really.
An underbelly, if you will.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
An undercurrent.
You might get swept away.
Okay.
But who doesn't like boobs?
Yeah.
Well,
that letter could have come from anybody.
George Michael didn't like boobs, did he?
Well, I don't think he had anything against them, per se.
I don't know. Well,
probably not his hands.
Per se.
I'm
140.55. That's
He's
quick.
close. He's close.
Is quick.
He's snapping at my tail.
He is. So how would you spend your retirement, Pete, if you had the opportunity, for example, to retire early and stick your thumb up your arse for
play bass guitar?
If it was me, I'd probably buy a curved 4K TV, a play seat rig, an £800 wheel,
and learn to play guitar.
And just when I'm not driving GT Sport in my lovely rig, I'd probably be just like taking pictures of tits.
Taking pictures of tits, good idea. Yeah. Liking it.
Would this be an opportune moment for me to promote my website, paulaylertphoto.com?
I didn't realise you did photography, Paul.
What sort of thing is that?
Yeah, very good. Very good.
I had literally no idea.
Mainly tits, as far as I understand it.
Right.
It's art.
I mean, I don't spend much time on the site, not at my age, but what I've seen I like.
There's no
like
bowls
I said,
of fruit.
who doesn't like tits?
There's no bowls of fruit.
And because he's so quick in this lap, we've got time for one quick one, Pete. This is from Horace Jameson in London. That rings a bell. It says, "Dear FB," oh, that's a bit familiar. Loving the show. It must take a lot of drive and leadership to produce such a quality broadcast. I'm interested in your views in what is on what the most important element. Oh, you didn't do it!
No, didn't.
I don't believe it.
It was close, but not close enough.
Yeah.
No cigar.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
I thought I was up on that lap as well.
Yeah.
I was up on that lap.
Yeah, I thought. Well, you were. You must have lost it right at the end there.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted your letter there, Andy.
Yeah, we're still getting over the shot, but I guess I'll finish it off. Yeah, as I say, it's from Horace Jameson, and he says, must take a lot of drive and leadership to produce such quality broadcast. I'm interested in your views on what the most important element of leadership is. Is it the shouting, or is it the refusal to accept input? So, just a quickie from you, Pete. What do you think it is? Is it the shouting, or is it the refusal to accept input?
I would quote the Duke of Wellington in Blackadder when he says the only way to win a campaign is to shout, shout, and shout again.
So shouting for you. I've got to agree, Paul.
I would say the shouting as well. I would say the shouting as well. Yeah.
Shouting.
Yeah. Shouting is very important.
Right. I think we're in agreement.
Right.
So there
now
you
that
go,
we've cleared
Horace.
that up, can we get up to celebrating my win now? Because
did you win? Did you?
Yeah. I don't know if anyone remembered that, but I am victorious. Hello.
Congratulations.
Thanks, bud.
That was a good time because I was on site.
That was a good time.
I mean, I
wasn't
think
soft.
the fact we're glossing over cutting that last corner, really,
Yeah, I
aren't
did.
we?
Well,
we're
yeah.
gonna have to gloss. I
So
think that was probably.
should
where
we-
it came
It's a
we have-
hollow victory.
should we
It's
have
a
a
hollow victory at best.
should we have
Oh,
a
it
Stuart's
smells.
inquiry
Oh.
here, or
Yeah. Oh, it stinks. Oh,
should we have a Stuart's
forget
inquiry?
it. Call it off. Call it off.
What do you reckon,
Right.
Andy?
Yeah, it's pointless.
So now
Obviously,
the wind
Pete. Obviously,
has been-
Pete's for
is
the
out.
win. I'm for the disqualification. Andy, you are the
DQ.
deciding vote.
Okay, I'm going with Pete, and I'm saying the Formula 1 season should have been called off early.
So, on that basis, I think it's time to roll the animation.
Time to roll the animation.
Well done, Pete. Well done.
Congratulations.
Winner by dubious means, I have to say it.
Never has a hollow victory felt so sweet, let me tell you.
Well done, well done, well done. Well, that's all we have time for today, but before we go, let me say a big thanks to Pete and Andy for their help. If you'd like to see more episodes of Formula Brav, please remember to like, subscribe and click the bell notification. Thank you as always for joining us. We wish you the best and we'll see you next time.